Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
This entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities.
Turnbuckles and Stogies. Yo, what is up? What is up? Yo, happy Sunday. Another Sunday with your favorite hostess with the mostest.
My dad, I'm doing a wrestling punch. I looked and I said, hey, I'm on to Brooklyn, New York.
We're not in Brooklyn, sir. We're in upstate New York in Dutchess County. I'm originally from Yonkers. Hung out in the park.
No, wait a minute. I guess you guys don't know each other that well.
Oh, yo, 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 what is up? What is up, players? Yo, it is me, the big dog, the vanilla gorilla, and we are live here on Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod. So we're going to we got like 15 minutes before our guest comes on. I'm not going to tell you who they are yet, but we have a very special guest. I mean, I don't know who it is. I mean,
if the hat doesn't say it.
I don't know who they are.
The hat doesn't tell you.
Might be Jonathan Drew. You never know.
I can't help.
You never know. Might be Jonathan. Might be Pedro. Might be Willie.
So on that note, I mean, we're gonna dive into some stuff. This is an episode we've been wanting for a while.
My bag.
Over here.
Can I have
episode we've been wanting
Give me
for
a
a
beer,
while.
please.
We finally made it happen. We're gonna discuss all the new swag. We're gonna discuss the cigars.
Oh, I forgot the swag.
No, you didn't.
No, I forgot the other swag.
No, you didn't. Look next to you.
Got this one, but where's the bag?
Look on the table, right there.
It's not here.
Sure it is. That's that big fucking black bag is.
So first, before we do that, how about we talk about Monday Night Raw?
Well, no, because I don't know when this is going to come out.
Okay, you're correct. You're correct.
Only because I don't know when this is going to come out.
You're correct. Because this Sunday we have Carolina Blue on.
Well, you guys would have
I
already
won't
seen
be
that
here.
by
I won't be here.
then. You guys would have already seen Hayes Gray cigars by then.
So, guys, what we're doing, we're taping because Pedro can only do it today.
I don't know when this is going to come out. You might see this the end of the month, most likely. So in 2 weeks, you'll probably see this episode. So
should we show them?
no, not yet. We're going to go through that.
All right, we'll wait for Pedro.
So just wanted to tap in with you guys, say what's up, say how you doing. When we come back, we're going to be diving into kind of the tins they sent us and what they are. And, you know, these are usually only event cigars. And I'm assuming
We're an event.
for a podcast. So I'm interested because I've smoked this
Yes.
so many times. I smoked this tin. We emptied this one.
We emptied that one. But we never smoked the
This
Hostelli.
one I personally never smoked. You have.
I smoked it.
I'm very interested in this one.
Very
to
good.
See how they came up with the name, and kind of see what that's about. So we will catch you guys in a few minutes. All right, guys.
Remember, 8 o'clock, cut 'em
here
off.
we are.
The interview of the week is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
So we are back live. Well, recorded but live. And tonight it's live with
Hold on.
with
You gotta
a very
do it
good
right.
friend of ours.
You gotta do it right. Yo, this is the boss dog. This is Vanilla Gorilla. We are Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod, the best podcast on all streaming networks. Find us on everywhere. And I am the big dog. He is the Vanilla Gorilla. So now,
if the hat and everything doesn't tell you,
if the hat don't tell you, we already showed you. We got a good friend of ours on, Mr. Pedro Gomez from Drew Estate.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so very much for having me. Big Dog, Vanilla Gorilla, you guys are the best. Thank you so very much for the support and everything that you guys do in the cigar industry.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I can't thank you enough. I take my hat off to you because every time I see you, you always got a new cigar. I mean, hey, who travels to Nicaragua like you do from Miami all the time?
Well, that's what cigar does,
So, Pedro, tell us.
Don't mind me. I'm cracking open the new swag.
Tell us how you got to be where you are with Drew Estate in the cigar world.
Well, my man, so I would say that in life, everything is through hard work, is through dedication, discipline, and believing of what you are doing. It has been 20 years coming up, and it has been a beautiful journey. Nothing else I would like to change from the path that I have had at Drew Estate. So Drew Estate has been very good to me, and it has been very good to so many people that have been working at Drew Estate, not just in the factory, but also right here in the United States.
So, Jonathan, no one realizes Jonathan started out as a graffiti artist. Am I correct?
Well, Jonathan being from Brooklyn, New York, he loved street art. He loved all that kind of stuff, Jonathan's background is very unique. He went to a law school in New York.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, man. So Jonathan's story is amazing, man. I have few times just listened part of his experience that I have been honored to be part of, like listen from him. So yeah, he started Drew Estate from a little kiosk at the World Trade Center Mall in Manhattan. Before that, he was he was managing and running this little kiosk. He was also selling other people's cigars.
Okay.
So that was how he ended up coming to Nicaragua mid-90s when he went to Nicaragua, and he literally, started trying to make cigars down there. And somebody as Jonathan is hardworking with a lot of passion. The discipline that he put into himself, it is unbelievable.
So now, when he came to Nicaragua, is that where he met you? Were you a master blender in the factory that he was looking at? Were you a master blender?
When I met Jonathan Drew, that was 10 years after Drew Estate was set up as a little cigar factory. Okay. So start very little, 6 people in Esteli, Nicaragua. Wow. 6 people. That was literally the official number at Drew Estate. It was 6 people in Jonathan Drew.
So
myself,
as a cigar roller, people don't realize that you guys, as cigar rollers, don't make a lot of money.
I mean, when it comes to cigars, my man, there were countries. I mean, a country like the United States where there were a lot of cigar manufacturers everywhere.
Right.
And I'm talking about early 1900s. Obviously, everything came from Cuba. And then after the Cuban Revolution, a lot of people immigrate to other countries such as Dominican Republic, such as Honduras, such as Nicaragua. But in Nicaragua, you get paid based on the standard of living. Obviously, what you make in Nicaragua and earning good money, you will never gonna make a living in the United States.
Okay.
Because of the standard of living.
Right.
So
correct.
basically, if cigars wouldn't be made in the United States, forget about 1% of the population of the United States that have high income will smoking those stogies. Forget about that.
So my buddy Kobe Freeman, he owns his own factory and everything in DR, and he opened a lounge in Uganda. Bro, it's 385% sales tax.
There you go.
I'm worried. Listen,
I feel like
I'm worried about the 75% here in New York.
No, over there in other countries, well, just in Nicaragua, we got 120%.
I was just
oh shit! Seriously?
That's why you don't find cigar stores in Nicaragua or cigar lounges. Really? Because the tobacco tax is very high.
I don't know. I've never had a chance to go and do the
tour
with you guys or the AJ factory tour that he does over there. I've never had a chance to experience any of that. So I've never heard that before, though, that there's no lounges and stuff because of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what people consume as tobacco-wise is cigarette. But other than that, cigars are very high.
So tell us how you came up with this cigar that Joey's smoking, the Herrera one. Can you tell us about that?
So basically, that cigar is Willie Herrera cigar event. It's called Caja China because in the Cuban culture, they have a amazing, delicious dish that is called Caja China, like Chinese box.
What I was going to ask about was the name. I was curious.
So, and the Caja China basically is a flying pig vitola and the Herrera Esteli Habano blend. The Herrera Esteli Habano blend being the first Herrera Esteli that we ever launched into the market. And it was the first cigar that Willie Herrera blend for Drew Estate. Herrera because of the city of Esteli. I mean, Esteli because of the city in Nicaragua. Herrera because of Willie Herrera last name. And Habano because of the grapper that comes out of Ecuador, which is Habano grapper. The idea of that cigar coming into the market in 2012 was for Drew Estate to put a cigar with a very nice Cubanized flavor profile. That was the whole thing behind that cigar.
So
and then after that,
in any store?
No, it's an event cigar.
Is it just an event cigar, correct?
So basically, you're gonna find that cigar, my man, when you go to the barn smokers, especially people that are attending as a VIP, or when you attend to a Willie Herrera event. That's when he has those. And other than that, when we are doing experiential events, like the ones that we just did this year, which was a family reunion and Tour de Liga. Or when we do have multi-vendor events, when Jonathan Drew, the founder of Drew Estate, is there, Willie Herrera is there, myself is there, so we bring X amount of 20s or X amount of cajachinas or X amounts of Savage Fees, and we cut and light for the people that come to the event. And that's part of our customer appreciation service that we truly love for our Drew Estate fans.
For people that don't know, because I know I've kind of asked you just in, at events and kind of hanging out at Barn Smoker and stuff like that. What's it like being in that factory and, you know, watching, as everybody's always said, you know, 1,000 hands can touch a cigar before you actually get to smoke it.
Yes.
What's that whole kind of process like?
Well, that's very interesting, my man. So I'm very glad that you asked me that. And the other day I was talking to somebody. How do you feel, and what are the things that you see and how you perceive the world of cigars?
Yes.
As a retailer, I will say that you meet and you know all your customers by name, who they are, what they do, the cigar that they smoke. Is so awesome. In a cigar factory, basically, you know everybody, like everybody that works in such and such a area, depending how small. The smaller that the cigar factory is, a better connection you're gonna have.
Right.
The larger that the cigar factory becomes, is kind of impossible to keep in track of people, you know. But if you work day in and day out, you know everybody, and if you have some kind of position in the factory, which brings a lot of responsibility, my man, it's a whole different definition how you're gonna see cigars. So the way that I see cigars back in my old days at Drew Estate as a factory operation assistant was we were dealing with a lot of problems. I mean, working in the factory and the operation side is problems after problems and after problems. And because every cigar that comes out of the factory have to be at his finest. Otherwise, Drew Estate will be out of business a long time ago. So our day starts at 7 a.m. Our date ends at 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., nobody's calling you, nothing, you know. You might catch up with some work on emails and stuff, but it's different. It goes from Monday to Friday, from 7 to 5, you know, and that's it. When you work in the market, as we are right here at Drew Estate, where we manage retailers, wholesale accounts, online stores, and all that kind of stuff, you know, where we supply our product is different because Monday and a Sunday is the same day to you. Now, if you travel for work, Monday and a Sunday is the same day for you.
So
day and night is the same day, you know what I mean?
And
But one thing for sure that I would like to tap on this topic is that when you love what you do, it's not a job.
I was just gonna say
The most beautiful thing in life, guys, is the skill to adapt yourself.
correct.
And this is the reason why humankind has been around for thousands of years, because it's the power that we all have to adapt. Every opportunity brings sacrifice. How much are you willing to pay to get what is presented to you? Or most importantly, how much can you pay to maintain it, and how much are you gonna pay to fucking take it to the next level?
Correct. So
and
now
excuse
let
my
me
French.
ask.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't curse.
No, bro. Go ahead and
Don't
curse.
worry,
It's fine.
okay.
It's fine.
I want to keep a family.
No.
You know
Listen,
what?
we have no filter.
Not only that, it shows your passion for what you're doing. You're not just another cigar master blender that's just working for a company. You actually show your passion for the cigars themselves and what you do. And I've seen it personally firsthand at events, or you know, just even when I get a chance to catch you for a few minutes at a barn smoker or at an event when there's some downtime and we get a chance to catch up. You know, you can always, and I tell everybody, you and Willie, and you know, I've met a few other blenders over the years. There's a few of them, like you guys are very
Down to earth.
The passion is you can see who's got the passion and who doesn't.
So I remember when we first met you, and I said, Joey, there's Pedro. He goes, yeah. I said, we got to go say hi to him.
I think that was that Barn Smoke?
That was Barn Smoke in Pennsylvania, where we got kicked out of because they said they don't like our noise.
Because we were too loud for them that year.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. I mean, when it comes to master blender, guys, let me tell you something. The master blender at Drew Estate is Willie Herrera. Willie has an amazing skill, amazing background when it comes to knowledge of different raw materials that we use at Drew Estate Factory as fillers, binders, and grappers. So he is the one that has been creating everything since the moment he joined Drew Estate. I think it was 2011. And Willie is, wow, man, his expertise in tobacco, there you go, is impeccable. You know what I mean? Now, myself, I have been working in so many areas at Drew Estate, in the factory side, on the operation side, also in the tourism department, running the cigar safari tours, also running the international sales department when we first start selling our cigars outside the United States. Nowadays, what I do for Drew Estate, I work in marketing, and I travel the whole country representing Drew Estate Factory and our cigar brands.
So that's like the day you guys were at what the hell's the name of that place? That John used to work at. That what's his name used to work at. They have a bar now in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
CI?
Not CI.
Caravan?
No, not Caravan.
Best cigar prices.
Yes.
Best cigar prices. So here's the story real quick. So the OG was in line, right? He calls me, he goes, yo, I'm in line right now. I said, bro, cut the line. He goes, what do you mean? I said, cut the line. Just go up to John. So he goes, John goes, I know who you are. He goes, yeah, I'm on the phone with Boss Dog right now. He goes, yo, boss, what's up? I said, yo, take care of this guy. He goes, I got him. And that's the day that you sent.
When we met, we were supposed to meet up with him at Barn Smoker.
Yes.
The coffin and was like, make sure these guys get there.
Yes.
That is awesome, man. Very cool,
like,
man.
He goes, I really, and he was like, I didn't know that you guys, knew all those guys like that. I was like, well, yeah. I said, because when we go, I said, we make friends, we say hello,
Yeah,
I said, and then we let them do their thing. I said, but, I was like, once that happens, I said, then you form that relationship.
So now,
That's
Pedro, let's go back to that. So when you're doing an event and people are scared, and I say scared to come up to you because I was in the wrestling world for 35 years. People are scared to come up to you and say hello because they think you're not going to take a picture. They think you're not going to do things with them. Go ahead and elaborate on that, please.
Well, my man, wow. Well, I'm going to put it this way. I'm very grateful to be at Drew Estate. I'm very grateful to be part of this amazing cigar industry. I'm extremely grateful when I meet people that have been smoking Drew Estate cigars, and most especially when I meet people that they haven't smoked Drew Estate cigar before. Or most importantly, new people that are coming, that are new to this cigar culture. So to me, I treat everybody with respect. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter how much, how far they go. I think that cigars bring people together and brings people together in a very equal level. So to me, the most important person at the event is not us. It's the people that come and support us. Those are the most important people. And those are the people that I take quality time to interact with the person, ask questions, because sometimes if they don't ask you questions, you should ask questions. By asking questions, you know your end consumers. And by knowing your end consumer, you might have a little edge of what to bring into the market in the future. When we only think that we all know everything, that will be the end. So you only have to be open-minded.
So, Joey's been smoking cigars since he's 18.
Oh, nice.
And we used to go to a lounge down the road from me, across the street.
A Drew Estate was my first cigar I've ever smoked.
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
Hold on.
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah, it was the
Acid Blondie was the first cigar I ever smoked.
And you know what he did? He took it and put it right out.
It wasn't for me. and I'm not saying it, and I tell everybody, I'm not saying it's a bad cigar. I personally didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then I think I wound up smoking an Asylum 770 Triple Maduro like the same day. I smoked the Super Ligero from Rocky, and then somebody else had turned me on to the Shade, the Underground Shade. And then I started with that, and then I went to the Maduro, and then it just kind of, from there, I kind of developed like this, I almost want to say, love for the brand, because I was never underwhelmed by a cigar.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It always delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell a lot of people, I said, I guide people to that brand because you guys have so many different cigars.
Thank you, man. Thank you so very much.
The new guys, or for the people who may not smoke that often, you have those. Then you have, the Shade that even a seasoned smoker can smoke. You have the majority, you guys have such a range of stuff. And then expanding the Nika Rustica line recently with
my God,
the Adobe a couple of years ago,
bro.
And then the Connecticut Shade now, which I'm actually glad I have you here.
Oh man,
what was the thought process of like wanting to expand that line?
So when it comes to the Undercrown, you got the Undercrown Shade, you got the Undercrown Maduro, you got the Undercrown 10. We used to have the Undercrown Sungrown, and we have done other collaboration, such as the Undercrown Dogma collaboration with Cigar Dojo, and Shady.
Yep, the XV with the Shady records
Yes.
and all that. Because I can only say because I've smoked. I can't tell you how many boxes of those things.
I was going to ask you about that.
Man, those boxes.
So we met Eminem's manager.
Oh wow, yeah, Paul Rosenberg.
Paul. We met Paul. So how did you guys?
How were you able to make that collaboration?
The collaboration with Eminem, and does he smoke cigars?
So basically, everything started off by Jonathan loving hip hop. Jonathan Drew.
Yes, of course.
Paul Rosenberg, he loved cigars too. His favorite one was Underground. And everything really came out with good harmony, We worked on the project. It was in 2014 when we first released that cigar, and it was only available to 10 stores in Detroit area. And we made 500 soft bundles or petacas, and a nice presentation, not a bundle as a bundle, but a petaca that holds 10 cigars.
Right.
Then the following year, it was a 1 year lunch. I mean, once a year. And then we put more into the presentation of the cigar and the packaging. We repackaged. We didn't change the blend. And it was amazing, man. For Drew Stay, having a milestone like that, a collaboration like that. You're talking about you're going to be able to touch other type of demography, other type of end consumers, or even people that have never smoked a cigar, but are collaborating with other entities of other people that are very well known in X and Y industry will help you gain other type of customers. I mean,
I know that was one of my favorite cigars for years. Like when I could get my hands on them, I spent $100 on it.
Hold on, Pedro. We used to go to Buttheads in Connecticut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which we still do. We
still do. We don't go there no more. We still go there. We used to go to Buttheads in Connecticut, and he used to go
all the time.
I need the M&Ms.
I used to tell him, Kevin, I need the. He goes, the Shadies. I'm like, yeah. He goes, all right, no problem. I walk in the door and he would already have it on the counter waiting for me. He goes, I seen you coming. He goes, it's already on the counter. Go pick out whatever else you want. And it's like you said. I think the collaboration was a big thing as well because you don't see that a lot too often.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the ones that are a collaboration, so to say, when they just kind of slap a name on it and. There was no time taken, like you said, to
Ray Lewis
to blend the cigars and take the time to put the effort into making it a cigar that everybody's going to want to consume.
So basically, Joey, I'm very glad that you mentioned that, because one thing that I can tell you on behalf of Drew Estate, if we go out, we go all in.
Yes,
so basically, cigars, as we know it, everybody, when it comes to cigar and consumers, everybody that smokes cigars, everybody smoke everybody's cigar. That's not even a question. You know, people are always open to try something new. You can sell a cigar once, brother, but you will never sell a cigar twice. That means you can bring somebody just because it is the new thing. But if the cigar doesn't deliver, forget about it. You're going to move on to the next thing.
So that's 100% true.
And on top of that, every collaboration that we have done, speaking about collaboration as we know it, besides that one, we have done collaboration with Papi Van Wilco, which is a very nice, well-known bourbon,
great cigar,
bourbon company in the bourbon world. Another collaboration, Blacked, Metallica, and Blacked American Whiskey. Another collaboration.
Blacked is coming out in the Lancero as well.
Yeah, that one is only event exclusive. Yes, you should come to the event.
You know what I mean? I told you. He keeps up on it. He keeps up on it.
I only know because it came across, and I said, I have to try it now because I've tried them both in the regular sizes. Now I wonder what's the difference between the regular size. I mean, obviously I know the Lancero because it's a smaller ring gauge, but like I wonder if stuff like that always intrigues me because you know, I always wonder if the taste changes.
It's gonna be special, Joey. It's gonna be
so
damn good, baby. If you only get one, you will wish to get more. Because those things are fucking flying.
This motherfucker here. See,
you know what I mean?
So Pedro, give me a second. We have to take a break. We have to take a break. We'll be right back.
Come back. I got a question off of that, so we're good. Let's just pick that.
Take a moment, take your time, let it set right. Let it drive right down in your conscious tide. Lean into the better times. 'Cause in a minute, in a moment, you'll notice a shining light. One that draws you in from deep inside. Reach out and connect tonight.
we're back.
Yo, we are back. Yo, the Vanilla Gorilla, the big dog. Turnbuckles and Stogies pod. Check us out on all streaming networks. And we have my man and my friend and my brother from another mother, Pedro Gomez from Jewish Cigars. Ask any questions you want now.
Brother, thank you so very much for having me, guys.
Listen, bro, I'm happy we finally got a chance to have you on, because we wanted you on for a while. We always talked about it. Schedules have never really lined up for you, for us. Man. So it's nice to finally be able to sit down with you in this aspect and have you on and, kind of ask the questions and learn how you got with Drew Estate and, kind of basically what we've already covered with, like you said, collaborations, stuff like that. Now, what I was going to ask, those Blackens, being that they're an event-only cigar, are those like if you do you buy X amount, you get one, or is it
you buy 5, you get one
them
free?
By the boxes?
No, you can buy them by the box. Obviously, that would be nice.
Right.
Or you can buy it in unit. You can buy it in unit. Big dog just laugh.
I know sometimes when they do event-only cigars, it's like, you have to buy 2 boxes.
No. Those we sent to the event 3 or 4 boxes of each.
Okay.
And basically, it's up to retailer. Maybe the retailer knows that there is a big Blackhead M81 fan up there, so he might be saving 1 or 2 boxes for that person. Or I always encourage, if I'm doing the event, to open those boxes, because that's the idea, And the people that come to the Drew Estate event is to get something special, extremely impossible to find. That's why it's only available at Drew Estate events, only for now until the end of the year. So you got plenty of options, and you can even find out more information about.
Hold on.
You can find out information about the event just by going to www.drewestate.com/events, and you're gonna see what are those events are happening around your area. You know what I mean?
So that just means when I see an event, I have to go so I can buy a box.
Now let me ask you this question. So we're going to come back to this because this shit is really good. I smoked these before. I'm not going to tell you who I get them from, but you know who I get them from.
No, I got you, bro. Of course.
So
in the cigar world, we always know somebody.
How did you come up with that?
So that one is Jonathan's Drew cigar event. So back in the days, Jonathan Drew used to have underground manifestos.
Yes.
Then after that, he used to have Liga Privada A.
Yes.
Then after we celebrate the 25 years of Drew Estate, we come out with the Savage Feast cigar event for Jonathan Drew. So every time that Jonathan is doing is giving an appearance or is doing an event, he's gonna come out. He's gonna have with him a couple of those. He's gonna be cutting and lighting those cigars for the people that attend to the event. And those cigars with Jonathan are not tied to any commercial transaction. You can be there without, just hanging out. If you want to make the line, meet the founder of Drew Estate, the president of Drew Estate, which Jonathan is, and the chief of marketing, which Jonathan is, and have a conversation with the founder of Drew Estate. And in the meantime, he's going to cut and light a cigar that we will never gonna sell. I'm very sure that that's gonna be an experience that somebody will appreciate.
And I will tell everybody, for the people out there, if you have not had a chance to smoke these
Savage Feast, by the way,
you can get to an event like the Smoking O's, like the Barn Smokers.
That's right.
Get out there and if you can make it, great, and get there and get your hands on those, because again,
it's amazing, bro.
The first time I smoked that and then smoked the regular Liga, the regular 10, it blew my mind, the contrast in the cigar, because again, the size also, the size and shape of the cigar affects the taste, but in a good way.
Absolutely. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, man. Well, every cigar, that's why in the cigar industry, you got so many different type of vitolas, so many different type of ring gauge, and don't even mention, the type of tobacco, the type of blends, But one thing for sure is the strength, what is mild to medium, what is medium
Right.
body, what is medium to full, what is full body, But if something is good, you're always going to come back.
Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of like these right here.
That's right. The 20s.
Yes.
20s is the land that we use in Nicaragua. 20 is my cigar event. It brings two beautiful, amazing Undercrown 10 and a Belicoso Vitola. And basically 20 is a slang that we use in the streets of Nicaragua. It's the only country, if I know of, that we use 20.
How did you come up with the name Tuani?
He said they use it in Nicaragua.
It's a slang. The slang has been around since I was very little.
So what does that mean?
20 means cool, great, awesome, amazing, extremely good.
Oh,
it's like
they were amazing.
It's like how are we feeling tonight, guys? How are we feeling tonight, guys? We are feeling 20.
Yes,
because 20 is the name of the game. You know what I mean?
And it's another one that's so simple, has a meaning behind it, but yet it's so simple and it fits.
Yeah, man. And 20, bro, let me tell you something. That cigar right there, bro, it comes from the blend of the Undercrown 10. The top rollers of Undercrowns are the one that make the Undercrown 1020. It's a cigar event. Is hot Mexican chocolate from the beginning to the end.
You know what? I said to Joey when I smoked it, I said it has some chocolate in it.
You know what? This is another one that when I can get my hands on it, man, I try to get it.
So Pedro,
as many, if people have them, they're like, oh, I don't want them. Oh, okay, I'll take.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna smoke it, take a picture, and send it to you.
I tell them all the time. They're like, oh, and my infamous thing I do when people are like, oh, I don't think, I'm like, yeah, no, it's not good. Don't worry, give them to me. I'll smoke it. I promise. You're not gonna like it. I'll take it. I'll smoke it. Don't worry.
And Pedro, when people go to events and they say Pedro's gonna be there, I said, tell him Boss Dog said hi. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, just go to him and say Boss Dog said hi. That's all you got to do.
Not only that, when they say you're going to be there, I'm like, listen, go and talk to him. I'm like, trust me. I was like, go say hello. Just start a conversation. Man. I was like, and you'll be amazed. I said, if he has the time to sit down and have a little bit of a conversation, it's not so busy. I said, it'll blow your mind with the amount of knowledge I've always told you that.
Thank you so much, man.
Stuff that you've had, I'm like, I could have conversations with Pedro. I was like, and we don't talk about the same thing twice.
Yes. Bro, I'll never forget. I pulled up to the Connecticut Barn Smoker last year.
No, I think it was the year.
No, it was last year.
No, it was the same year. You're talking about when Willie was outside?
Yeah.
That was the year before. That was the year before because we did Pennsylvania and Connecticut that year.
Nice.
Willie was sitting outside.
And this at this point was when we had kind of made friends, more friends with you and Willie and Will McCall and a lot of the other reps. And I pulled up and Willie's outside smoking.
So I pull up and I go, I got to go check in. He goes, bitch, ain't you going to have a cigar?
Well,
I said, I got to check in. He goes, you can check in later. You can have a cigar right now.
I pulled up and he was smoking already. And I'm like, you're smoking without me already? He goes like this.
He goes, yep.
That's funny, man.
It's just great.
Well,
and I love you to death, dog. You're
like thank you so much. I love you back, bro.
Business. And people say you always show up when Pedro's there. I said, I do. I said when I can make it.
Always show up.
Right now we have to move out of our house, so we have to go somewhere else.
Not only that, we always show up to the Drew Estate events because, like I tell everybody, I'm never disappointed with what I buy, whether it's the Nika Rustica or a Liga 10.
Yes.
I'm never disappointed and I enjoy it all.
Let's go on to this.
Thank you so much, man. One thing that I would like to add it right there, guys, is that For us, at Drew Stay, we are very grateful for with everybody that come and support us. And it's not about, I always say to the people, come to the event, and cigars bring people together. Nobody is a stranger when you smoke a cigar.
So
You
Pedro,
can be a little shy, probably don't talk too much, but you can be in the mix of the conversation.
Absolutely.
And the beautiful thing is that we always learn something new. So
Right,
for
and
us,
I've smoked
even though that we
cigars
are
with-
all, yes, go ahead. Mhm.
I've smoked, no, to kind of touch on what you're saying is you could come to the event. I've smoked cigars with
doctors,
high-level
lawyers.
executives, and then I've smoked cigars with, professional sports players, and then I've had
Yes.
chances to sit down with you guys and smoke with you and Willie, and I've smoked with a janitor at a school.
Yes.
So
Everybody's included in the cigar world.
Everybody's included.
let's talk about this. So how did
Yes.
you come up with this collaboration of the
And
orange
the
and the
colors, yeah, I was
black?
wondering
And
that.
So
of that
that, guys, is our new SWAT campaign that we have for the rest of 2025. That's right. So you got the green color, the orange one, you have the camouflage and that. So basically, for us, when it comes to first thing first is this: cigars come first.
Always.
Whatever we put out on the market have to be at the best that we could be able to make. The
Right.
swag thing, the stuff that we put it right there to put cherry on top is the resource and the effort that Drew Estate invests into showing appreciation to everybody that comes and buy, everybody that goes in support to retailers and the retailers at those events. And most importantly, if you get something from X and Y company and you got the cigar that you were looking for, you're happy camper. The retailer was happy because he was able to, or she was able to move X amount of cigars or X amount of boxes, But for us as a company, as a Drew Stay, it was the opportunity to have to put our cigars in somebody's hands, knowing what kind of cigar that person is smoking. If the person smoke a mild cigar, I do know what kind of cigar I have to put on. If the person smoke a full body stuff, I do know what kind of cigar I have to put on. If the person ended up buying something from us, then poof, that's the little thank you so much with a very nice hat. Thank you so very much with the set of a cutter and lighter. Thank you so much with the travel case that you have right there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, is a money, an investment that Drew Estate does in order to create somebody's experience.
So we have so many travel cases. Sometimes I'm like, Joe, just bring this one. And we always put them in the same. Everybody goes, but you have two of each. I'm like, but why am I going to bring my own if he got his?
It's funny because speaking of travel case, I've always wondered what made you guys start doing and coming up with releasing your new cigar and those freestyle kits.
Oh, that's a good one right there. So and probably you guys have heard this. Out of every crisis, there is always an opportunity. That means that you have to think outside of the box. You always have to be looking for things to improve. So the mystery cigar came out during COVID-19.
Yes.
So basically, it was the virtual events that we were doing all across the country. I was hopping every hour from 1 hour to the next hour to a cigar store in Los Angeles, from Los Angeles to Chicago, from Chicago to New York, and then the next day was 3 more events. But for me and Drew Estate, and a lot of people from Drew Estate that were able to do this event, we love the opportunity to interact with people that physically we will never be able to do it. But during those times, we built a very good foundation with the end consumers. And out of those cigar events, we came out with the idea to how we can leverage this opportunity where we can launch our own cigar brands at the time that we want to. and most importantly, the time when the cigars are ready. Because everybody released their new products during the trade shows. And basically, as you guys already know, PCA used to happen in July. Now PCA is happening in March. So basically, you have to move a lot of pieces, here and there. And for us, and it was a beautiful opportunity. I mean, we showcase our new product at PCA. That's not even a question, That's the biggest display opportunity that you have. But for our end, when we release a new product, first thing first, we let our end consumers know, especially our Drew Estate fans, this cigar is about to be dropped, and you are able to be the first one in the whole country to smoke those first hands-on. And then we are gonna let you guys know what that cigar is going to be brand-wise.
Right.
Once we do the special edition Freestyle Live. But basically, with that, it's about, bringing something new. Next year, by the way, Freestyle Live comes in full cylinders. We are working heavily in that program now, and we are gonna bring that program to levels that we have never done before, and to level that nobody in the industry have done before. I just gonna leave it with that.
Full cylinders.
So is that gonna be at Barn Smoker if you buy the VIP, or is that gonna not be a Barn Smoker?
I don't know, man. One thing that I can tell you is this: we're still working in the details because it have to make sense as end consumers. Everything that we put in the market, guys, have to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, we don't bring it up. It have to bring in the ecosystem of brands that we have.
Right.
Otherwise, if you are putting so many things in the market, you are confusing everybody when there is not programs that reinforce things that you launched this year or things that you launched 2-3 years in the past. Right. So you have to have a lot of things going at once, but everything have to go with purpose.
So now I gotta ask you this question because everybody's asked me, and I met Johnny 150 times.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody says Johnny never smokes a cigar. Clear us up on that, please.
No, Jonathan Drew smokes, man. Jonathan Drew smokes more cigar than anybody could ever believe.
Because people,
I'm gonna tell you like this. People can ask whatever they want to ask, and everybody has the right to ask.
Right.
But how are you gonna build a factory with 6 people? And 29 years later, that factory being the largest premium cigar factory or premium cigar company that the cigar industry have ever witnessed, but not smoking cigar. You have to know what you are doing. You know what I mean? So obviously, Jonathan doesn't. Once you are, let's put it this way. Let's say that we are doing an event, you and I, the 3 of us, and we are talking to people. We are trying to people put their hands on new stuff that we have. But because we are constantly talking, you and I, we will never gonna be able to puff a cigar.
Correct.
100%.
It's like trying to talk to people while you're eating. It's impossible. Or trying to eat a steak while you're running. Or eating a good scotch or a good bourbon while you are doing 100-meter sprint. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you have to take the time. That's what cigars are all about. You know that I understood that when Drew Estate brought me to the United States. Back in the days, working in the factory, I just saw thousands of cigars being made every hour, because at that time the production was in a small scale. And as soon as I came to the United States and I start to see the culture and I start to understand why people smoke cigars, it is like, wow, man, this is so damn amazing. You got the opportunity to chill, to relax, to have a cigar by yourself or with your friends. In the meantime, you are sipping something good. You are meeting cool, great people. You are meeting people that are teaching you a lot of good stuff. In the cigar world, it only takes for you to know somebody, and then you know everybody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now, in terms of Jonathan Pro, that guy is more than you could ever imagine. Seriously. He is not the kind of person that is gonna be like how do you call what's the name of that magazine? Q something Q.
Oh, GQ.
GQ, like posting. Nah, man, Jonathan Drew is Jonathan Drew,
So, and it's funny you brought up, the culture of the cigars and stuff like that. As we're kind of winding down here, the one thing that you've always told me, and I know you've told quite a few other people, and I've kind of stuck with this throughout the years since you've told me, because I used to save cigars.
Okay.
I used to save cigars for special occasions.
And what was your answer?
Like my Liga
Hold on.
A,
What was your answer?
Can I finish? Like my Liga A's, when I get them at the Barn Smokers, like the Savage Feast, stuff like that I would hold on to. And I remember you always telling me, why save them for a special occasion when you could smoke them today and make today a special occasion?
That's true.
And I tell people that, and they're like, yeah, but I'm like, yeah, but if you're going to save it for this, I said, what if that never comes? Now you never get to smoke that cigar.
It's like,
and I said, I was like, Pedro told me, why are you going to save it for that? Because what happens if you don't make it there?
Pedro,
today and make today especially.
It's like when we were driving a PA, right? And we both had the Liga A's.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I really don't want to smoke this. And Joey came up and he goes, Pedro said, why are you going to save it for a special occasion when you can smoke it now?
It's true, because
I lit that bitch up. I lit it up.
I did the same thing. I was driving a PA for a concert one year, and I had an A. It was right after Barn Smoker.
Yes.
I had a 3.5 hour ride down to Hershey, and I'm like, what can I smoke? And then I was like, I said, I know what I'm going to smoke on the way down. I said, it in my humidor. I said,
yes,
it'll smoke.
You know what?
And I'll enjoy it.
And I'm gonna tell you this. So I'm gonna take this little thing that we're doing right now in a very profound way. You guys ready?
Yes, go ahead.
Let's say that we are saving amazing cigars. Everything good that I get my hands on, I smoke it as soon as I can, because you have to have the time to do it properly, to do it right.
Correct.
That could happen tonight, that could happen tomorrow morning, or that could happen, but it will happen a very short period of time. Because when we die, somebody else will smoke that cigar, and it's not gonna be you. Let me tell you that. I have never seen somebody going to the cemetery, laying the casket, and behind that person is gonna be a U-Haul full of cigar boxes and bourbons and scotch and wine, stuff that you didn't find the time to do it. Guess what the people are gonna do?
They're gonna smoke.
They're gonna smoke everything for them.
If they do know about cigars. If not, they're gonna sell it. Hey, or sell it or give it away. Or they're gonna raise some money for some charity work and stuff like that, which is great, at the end of the day. But one thing for sure is the love that you have into things are not the same love that other people might have. So basically, you gotta love what you love, brother.
Well, listen, my brother, I know you got to get off at 8 o'clock. I take my hat off to you, my dog.
Much for coming on.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
Definitely want to
have you
back on for sure.
We got to get Willie on here next, and then Jonathan Drew and Matty Rocks.
Thank you so very much, guys. We truly appreciated your effort, your time, your support, and most importantly, your love. So on behalf of Drew Estate Factory in Nicaragua, Drew Estate right here in the United States, Jonathan Drew, and all of us, we want to say thank you for having us, and we're going to see you guys very soon. So shout out to everybody that was tuning with us tonight, and I hope that all of you guys, everybody up there, are smoking something good, are drinking something good.
Where's your next events in New York and New Jersey and Pennsylvania?
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be, because right now, we are finishing up. We are almost in October. So basically, I'm going to be in that area next year, right around summertime. Okay. So my next stop will be, next week, I'm heading to Brazil. We're going to be doing a cigar event in Sao Paulo. Cool. And then after that, we're going to be in Chicago. We have amazing events in Chicago and Wisconsin. So that's going to be my events that I have this month. Next month, we're going to be somewhere else. So that means Drew State doesn't stop, can't stop, and we won't stop. That's the name of the game.
My brother, I love you, dog. I will text you soon. I love
All
you,
right,
my
guys.
brother.
See you guys soon. God bless you.
Thank
Okay.
you, Pedro. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it from Pedro from Jewish State Cigars. Yo, that's one of our best friends. Grace with his presence.
We're glad he finally was able to line it up. We could have him on. That's something we've been wanting to do for a couple of years now since we started.
Yes.
But obviously, you know, things got to line up. And we're at the time now where we can start kind of, you know, making things happen and proven track record of guests and stuff like that and helping contribute to the industry any way we can. And, you know, like I said,
that was an amazing event, bro.
Get to those events.
And you get the cigars that we got.
Get to an event with Pedro,
Willie.
Get the Tuanis, an event with Willie, get the Cajachinas, which I'm still smoking. If you're at an event where you're lucky enough to have all three there, which is like a smoker nose, a barn smoker, something like that, you know, you'll be able to get all three of these. The lid is somewhere.
I got the lid. I got the lid. I got the lid. I got the lid.
Yeah, you'll be able to get these if you're at an event with all three of them. And again, if you can't and you can only get to an event with Pedro, I haven't been to an no, actually I can't lie. Never mind, I'm gonna shut my mouth because that wasn't an event with Willie.
Yes, you
but
were.
These weren't out yet. I don't.
No, they weren't.
I don't think these
weren't out yet. They weren't out yet.
You know, and I've had the opportunity to sit down with these guys and just hang out and, you know, smoke cigars. And I mean, just to
have
sit
a
with
drink.
them, you know, I've told them that from the beginning. To sit with them was an honor. Just to sit down and hang out with those guys and just, you know, talk cigars, talk blending, and ask questions it's so interesting when you're actually sitting with guys who have been in the factory,
bro,
who is the master blender and who is a master roller. And
when did he meet him?
What? So so Johnny went in the 90s to Nicaragua, and Pedro,
there were 6 rollers,
had met him probably 10 years later, and there was only 6 rollers, and now this company that we all know and love,
the biggest
and we're
company in the world.
We're not shilling. Well, we're not shilling for them. We're not. You know, this is a company that we both love and love to smoke, and love the guys that work there.
Love them to death.
They all treat us like family whenever we're around, and it's great to always catch up with guys like that. And you know, just to be able to smoke some of the cigars that they've had their hands in and they've blended and put together. And yes, the swag is great. Granted, I love my swag. I do. I won't say I don't.
I love my fucking swag.
But the cigars themselves really, really tell a story.
They do.
And, you know, to hear the stories and the collaborations behind some of my favorite cigars, which is the Sun Grown.
And the M&M.
The Shady Records one.
And we did meet his manager, by the way. He gave us cigars.
Cool. He was very cool, very down to earth.
Gave us cigars.
Again, just like everybody I've met so far in the industry, everybody is I've met and had the opportunity to sit down with has been very, very willing to sit and talk and have conversations and stuff like that. So, I mean, you guys, I know you're not going to be disappointed in this interview. I know we weren't. If you guys noticed, we kind of sat here,
not disappointed at all.
Again, it's just so cool to see, like, you know, that this is a Pedro only event. You know, like if Pedro's there, these are there.
If Willie's there, those are there.
You know, if Johnny's there, these are there. And then if you're so lucky to be able to get
all 3 at once,
then yes, you can get your hands on
all
3 of these. We look forward to having them back on in the future for sure. Pedro,
Willie.
Johnny.
Nah, I'm gonna make a phone call.
Because we've already kind of had that conversation very slightly. We know how that answer is, and not in a bad way. He's just a busy guy. We know that. We know he's a busy guy.
He'll come on if we have a certain person on. So, I can't say right now because I got to check with that person.
As of right now,
he's in the Caribbeans.
when you guys see this, we're not sure who's going to be on. You got to stay tuned to the Instagram at Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod, to the YouTube Stogies Podcast, the Facebook page Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod, and if you click the link tree in the bio of our Instagram, that'll take you to the merchandise store. That'll take you to our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, anywhere you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, if that's even still a thing, which I don't think it is.
I don't even know. I have no idea because I don't use that.
No.
I don't use that shit like that.
No, but Google Play, I think, is something different now.
Yeah, I don't use that shit. If you ain't got fucking a radio station,
by the time you guys have seen this, the October 25th show for Battleground Pro Wrestling in Colorado would have already went off.
Yes.
With MB Radio.
Yes.
And in collaboration with them. So again, from us here at Turnbuckles and Stogies, I know we can't be there, but we want to thank you guys for the support.
Take my hat off. Thank you very much.
For going out and supporting your local independent pro wrestlers.
Yes.
And your local independent companies and MB Radio. I know I want to say the QR code has been all over the shows.
Right.
But again, hopefully in the future, you guys will see us out there in Colorado. I'm already in talks with the promoter to sit down and have a meeting. And there's some other stuff in the works. I got a message as this was being recorded today earlier.
Our producer.
No, somebody. I got to sit down with somebody this week because they've got some ideas they want to run by me. So again, hopefully you'll be seeing us soon. Made Fight League, October 31st. Go support them.
Vegas.
October 31st. Go support them. Go get your tickets. Join the Patreon, which gets you access to the Discord. You can chat with me, chat with the fighters. You can chat with everybody there.
Well, I'd say you could chat with me, but I don't do fucking Discord. Discord is for losers.
Like I said, you can go on and as a fan, you can chat. You can be a part of it. You can hang out with us, talk to me, ask questions, all kinds of stuff. Anything you guys want to know, that's the place to go. Go there and tell them we sent you from Turnbuckles and Stogies. This way they know you guys came from us. Go watch our interview with Mr. Trap Gambino himself, owner and CEO.
Trap Gambino
of the MFL.
I know.
I'm saying of the MFL. Go talk to him. Go watch that interview. Great interview, by the way. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I went to bed. I was tired.
And that's not a knock on him. He had a long night. But
I was on TikTok.
Granted, that interview was great. He's got a lot of things he wants to do with the company. And, I hope that we can eventually be a part of it, which is the plan. Still to be a part of it is for us to do something with him. So we'll see. But yeah, listen, guys, there's a lot going on. There's a lot coming up, a lot that's going to happen. By the time you see this, Crown Jewel would have happened already in Australia. Listen, there's just so much going on right now.
We got so much going on. We don't know how to keep up with it. I got a schedule up there. I can't even figure it.
You guys would have already seen our interview with Hayes Gray and Carolina Blue.
Carolina Blue this Sunday?
No, it would have been.
Oh, no, not this Sunday.
2 Sundays ago at this point.
2 Sundays ago. And then we got Hayes Gray the next Sunday.
Which would have been the Sunday before this. So listen, guys, go check it out. Go check us out. Go follow our Instagram because that's the easiest place to keep updated with us and who's coming on and what we got going on. And any questions, make sure you guys leave them in the comments. Go to Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast.
Even our emails.
Leave us a review. Every 5-star review always helps. And listen, we're working on some other stuff we've talked about, for a while. It's taking us some time trying to find the right people to get it in line with. But like I said, go leave us a 5-star review all over your podcast networks, wherever you get your podcast. Leave us a 5-star review. It really helps us out with being viewed and tell your friends about us. Come on now.
So this has been Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod. I am the big dog, CEO and co-founder. He is the Vanilla Gorilla, co-founder of Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod. Make sure you follow us on all streaming networks and everything else. You heard? I'm not going to go through it
So
like
listen.
you did.
We will see you guys next week.
With Carolina Blue?
No, won't be Carolina Blue.
Oh, no. Whatever it is, I forget.
Like I said, easiest way, follow the Instagram. That'll tell you who's coming. It's been another fun episode. We'll see you
Sunday
guys
fun day,
down the
bitches.
road.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.